Hello, everybody. This is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C. Right here on TMVCafe.com, bringing your entertainment to your ears now. Very excited to be joined with my guests before we get to the end of May. Very, very busy band out of Tennessee, Nashville specifically, with Kentucky ties.
Yeah.
Very active in the Lexington scene. They be there, not just Lexington, but Kentucky overall. Um, I'm joined with Felicia and Josh as part of the band known as Year of October.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for
Thanks,
having us.
thanks so much for having us.
Great to have you both here. Thank you so much for your time. So I have been very active on the Lexington music scene probably since 2015. And I go to countless of venues. I've been to Pearl, I've been to Al's Bar, I've been to the Fish Tank, Best Friends Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You name the venues that Lexington has had since then, I've probably already been there. So I've heard of Year of October. I'm very familiar with the name at least. And maybe I've been to a show or two and may not have noticed y'all at the time when
Yeah.
I was start going to these shows. And then the light bulb hit me about a month or so or two ago when I saw y'all. I had the chance to interact with you all for the first time. It was at Al's Bar, one of my favorite venues. Shout out to Al's Bar,
Yeah.
Vibrolas, um, and I'm very good friends with Leela and the fellas. And then that was my first time actually seeing Year of October that night. And my mind was blown when I saw y'all perform.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much.
And I have, I have constantly give this band compliments, really good comments about their band and the music. And I think whether it's a full length band at Al's Bar or whether it's an acoustic set at Talon Winery, y'all sound like a nice bowl of gumbo. Very groovy, um, smooth type of music, funk, groove, whatever adjectives I can think of.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. So I, as a long time music supporter, would like to apologize for not being on game with Year of October a long time ago because y'all are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
We're
I,
glad you're here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
so I'm very excited. So Year of October. Now I know bands have intriguing stories behind their names and such. So what made y'all be known as? Who came up with the name? What made y'all go with Year of October?
Um, well, when we first started the band, we were actually in school at the University of Kentucky. So it was just Josh and I, and we were writing music. And it was just kind of like acoustic, spooky music at that point. And I thought it felt like music you play around like a campfire or something. And so I kind of wanted to take that feeling of fall and make it go year round. So the best month for campfires and spooky stuff is October. And so we became Year of October.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. October is technically a fall month, so yeah, um, I like it. I really, really like it. So, um, man, so y'all, how long has Year of October been a full length band?
We started the band in 2010. So and we started playing shows like late 2010 as a full. We started just the two of us, but then we got other members, and we've had a lot of members over the years. But
Yeah, so like
yeah,
15 years.
yeah, 15 years this year.
15 years. So that's truly amazing. whether it's an indie act or whether it's a mainstream act, any band or group that's make it that far, be able to sustain that group or core for that extended amount of time, that's truly amazing. How do y'all feel about the longevity of Year of October still going after all these years?
It's uh it's wild to look back at for sure because
Yeah, because it doesn't like when I am just going through the day to day stuff, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. And then like I think back and I'm like, oh man, there's been a lot of people that play with us. We've done a lot. This is our cat Penny. She came to join. She's being bad.
She's being bad. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really crazy, and I do think that having Josh and I together as kind of like the main root of the band throughout the entire time has really been what's been able to keep us going that long. Because like when one of us gets down, we kind of pull the other one back up. So
yeah, absolutely.
It works out.
And I kind of think of it almost as like different segments of the band, just because we've had so many different members over the years and different people play with us and fill in. And it's all been very rewarding, but we've been the same three of us, me and Felicia and our drummer James, since 2019. So that has definitely been the longest and the most consistent for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's truly amazing. Like obviously, like any other band, you're gonna go through changes. You know, you're gonna go through circumstances with band members, whatever the case may be. It's part of life, and you know, you just gotta keep pushing some way, somehow. So, and obviously, y'all two being the core of the band since day one, literally, and just being able to sustain it, you know, with y'all two, you know, it's very inspiring. You know, obviously I feel like bands or groups, they tend to get a bad flack because something can go wrong. Business, personal stuff can get in the way. And then, you know, things and then everything falls apart. What y'all been able to do, is just is to keep it together, and still doing music, still traveling, still doing shows and fulfilling this dream. So I think it's important, man, like especially with indie acts, man, for people just to keep supporting Year of October.
Thank you.
What they've been able to do, just provide this incredible music and just show longevity is a thing in music, not whether it's a solo act or whether it's a group. You know, being an indie artist is very, very hard. Especially when you are unsigned, no label backing, no co-sign by big name acts. It's like y'all just doing it for the love of the game. So it's truly inspiring what y'all been able to do for so long.
Well, thank you. We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you.
It is hard, but we love it.
For sure.
And with y'all having Kentucky ties, you know, you know, it's always good coming back home, obviously. And what's the traveling like? Because I noticed y'all schedule, and y'all be on the road like nearly every weekend, or at least every other weekend. It seems like so to put it on, that's a lot of mileage. So many years. How do y'all do? How do what's the traveling like with y'all? With nearly every weekend y'all do this.
Yeah, we go everywhere in our minivan. That Honda Odyssey, it holds strong and gets high mileage. So
yeah,
we're pushing it. We push cars until they die.
Yeah, and we stay with a lot of people we know, a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of good people have helped us out in that way. And yeah, we love to travel and we love to play shows, and we try not to play in Nashville too often. So we try to hit the road every week, and Yeah, this week we're up in Paducah, Kentucky, and next week we're actually in Somerset, and then back in Lexington or Nicholasville, I guess.
Nicholasville,
'Cause we're
yeah.
playing Ghost Fox Winery next Saturday, as a duo. But yeah, we try to. James gets the whole back seat, our drummer, because he passes out of sleep like the minute we hit the highway. So for him, I feel like us traveling around is almost like time travel because he gets to the venue and it's like he gets a little nap back there.
Yeah, and I drive us everywhere.
Yeah,
So
Stacia's our
Josh is
driver.
my co-pilot.
Yeah, I'm the navigator, and we have a lot of fun. It's a great way to listen to music and listen to podcasts, and but yeah, we've gotten pretty decent at plotting out our routes and everything. That's definitely a whole art in itself, I think. But it's a lot of fun for sure.
Man, so that's cool. Just and obviously, man, y'all check them out. Year of October. They got some shows coming up, obviously. Nicholasville, not that far off from Lexington.
Yep.
A good 20 some miles away from Lex. You just gotta see, and y'all lived in Lexington before, so y'all know how not just Nicholasville, Kentucky, but Nicholasville Road in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh,
Very, very hectic area.
it
Yeah.
is. My freshman year of college, I lived right off Nicholasville Road by the mall, and it was the worst.
I mean, it is quite the nightmare, for sure. By the way, their music is available on streaming platforms. I'm looking at Spotify. I'm a Spotify addict. So yeah, most of your music is there, and you also got music on Bandcamp as well. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Bandcamp, and here's why I'm giving a shout out to Bandcamp. So since 2020, the pandemic year, they do this Bandcamp Fridays. I think the first Friday of every month when they waive their fees, and that 100% of the purchases goes directly towards the artist. And so that was 2020. We in 2025. They still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're great for sure.
We love Bandcamp.
So what's it like for a rep for a group like a Bandcamp that supports indie music and they do more than just say, hey, we got a website, put our music on there. They are doing stuff like this that the other major big name platforms don't do or don't even think of. What's it like for a Bandcamp to do something like this?
It's really great. I think Bandcamp is probably one of the best resources for an indie band to have their music and their products on. Just because not only because they do really support the artist and do with the Bandcamp Fridays and stuff, but there is a really strong like social like aspect to it. There's a big Bandcamp community that share the music.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we have all our digital musics on there for downloading, but then we also have all of our merch. So we have vinyl, CDs, cassettes. We even have all of our T-shirts are available on there, hats, sweatshirts. So for us to be able to have that on a site where they are supporting smaller bands and where people can stumble upon us just by searching for different
Nashville rock bands.
Yeah, exactly. It really is super cool. We've gotten a lot of people who've supported us and come out to shows later, but first bought the music on Bandcamp or bought a T-shirt on Bandcamp, and that truly is something special for sure.
Yeah.
So your latest record came out in April 2024, Live from Everywhere, Volume 1. Is self-explanatory. It's a live album.
Yeah.
What was it like putting together a live record?
I'll let you take that.
So we put out Keep On Fighting in 2023, and we were already working on the new record, and we were talking about stuff, and we were like, well, I always wanted to do a live album. And we had done a lot of live streams and gotten some really good recordings from a lot of live streams, and then also a couple of live shows. And I was going through it because I had all the tracks. And I was like, man, this would make a really cool live album. Like if I can, basically, it's like from 3 or 4 different shows. And so we compiled it, got the best takes of everything, and I remixed it. But I definitely I love it because it's almost like a greatest hits up through now kind of things. It's got songs from each album that came out previously, so that's kind of exciting. And I'm a big like Neil Young fan, and like all the '70s live albums. There's a lot of new ones now too, but there's just all these great live albums that I grew up on. So I was like, it'd be really cool to put out a live album every 2 or 3 years. So yeah, we got that first one under our belt, and we'll see if we do some more.
So obviously, music has changed and evolved so much. I do remember when so many of the big names did live albums.
Mhm.
70s, 80s, 90s. It seemed like the live album thing has been a lost thing
Yeah,
in music today. Um, but I the music comes with a lot of work as it is, but it always has to be satisfying. Like countless hours in the studio recording these songs, but nothing beats the performing portion of being an artist, just performing the
Mhm.
music. So all that hard work that y'all put in the studio, and then you get to see people like, man, we put our heart and soul into this. So we
yeah,
hope y'all love it as much as we do.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So and to get that live feel, to get that that get that live feel is very incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The live shows are definitely our favorite thing.
yeah,
It's just great to be able to connect with an audience with our own music. Like I don't think there's anything better.
yeah, and to get that immediate either a reaction or just you can tell like the energy of the audience and the way that the shows feel like to get that immediate kind of reaction to a song or an ending or a different part. Yeah, there's nothing like it. I love putting out studio
Oh
albums
yeah.
and everything, but like you don't get that immediateness to it, and there's nothing like playing live for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we pointed out already, y'all two do have Kentucky ties. And while y'all in Nashville, which is a heavy country music driven town, obviously, but I've always known that Nashville, Tennessee is more than a country music town.
Mhm.
I've gotten to interact with a lot of talented independent artists from the city, and one thing I know about Nashville, it's a music town. If you got music, they'll come. Um, so what's the experience like for you all being in Nashville, performing at these venues? For having these venues give y'all opportunities to really show what y'all can do.
Yeah, Nashville has been awesome. I mean, the venues here, some of the best sounding venues we've had. We definitely love playing here. We try to space it out a little more as we've gotten more and more into the scene, just so we have a bigger crowd when we do play. But it's been really cool. We've had a really good rock scene here in the last, I'd say 6 or 7 years. It's really come into its own.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely always been country and there's always been rock music. Like Nashville's cool because there's a little bit of everything, like a lot of big cities. But yeah, the scene we're in now and our friends here are really great, and just a lot of great music in the city for sure.
Yeah, and we've got a good group now that's like super supportive of everyone. So that's nice to have that good home base of people that are going to be there for you. And I think playing in Nashville, because I mean, it's like playing anywhere. Sometimes you'll have a great crowd, sometimes you'll have nobody. And I think it really makes you a stronger performer if you're able to do both.
Yeah, I admire y'all being able to adapt, being true to yourselves, being authentic, because with that scene, people are gonna feel what they feel, People have this perception of music in that city. But it's a music town nonetheless. You know, there's room for artists of different genres
Mhm.
to really show what they show their gifts. So that is one of the things I do admire and respect about the Nashville indie music scene, even with it being heavily country music. So I, for one, love y'all. I love the music that y'all bring. It gives it's truly a vibe when I listen to y'all.
Thank you.
So much.
And the fact that y'all Kentucky bound,
Yeah.
that's saying something.
Yeah.
Um, so man, y'all check out Year of October, man. When I tell y'all that this is a dope band, I mean that this is a really dope band. And it's 15 years and counting, by the way. And they working on new music as well. So
Yeah.
so enjoy the live album. Keep the numbers up for that. It's on the streaming platforms. It's also on Bandcamp as well. They got a lot of stuff on Bandcamp. I was just scrolling on their Bandcamp page as they were talking. They got a lot of stuff. So they even got vinyl people. There's not that many indie acts that's doing vinyl thing. Now, and there's we got the adults, we got the parents, the grandparents that keep up with the vinyls to this very day. And for all the young kids that's listening to this, there were CDs before CDs. Okay, that was the only thing that adults, that are parents and grandparents can listen to, that and cassettes. So music has evolved, but let's remember the vinyl things, the vinyls, the things that make things go. So y'all check them out on social media. They are on Facebook. They on Instagram. They on majority of the platforms. Year of October, and they got some shows coming up this weekend. Kentuckians. They're gonna be at Pacuca. Oh, I can't even pronounce it.
Paducah.
Paducah, Kentucky this weekend. And they're going to be at Nicholasville for those in the Lexington area, about 20 miles away. Just make sure you got to go through Nicholasville Road, unfortunately. But trust me, when you hear this band, it's going to be worth the trap. It's going to be worth it. And yes, Lexington, they're coming back to there in August in Al's Bar, I believe.
Yeah, August 22nd at Al's Bar.
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll keep you updated with the dates and everything. That's a lovely studio that y'all in there.
Yeah, this is where we record everything, and this is the one half of it. We have all our records over here too.
Yeah. So y'all got a very busy weekend coming up, and it's great to meet y'all and get to know you all, and just thank y'all for repping for Kentucky. Thank y'all for the incredible music that you have done. Congrats on 15 years as a band, and y'all got my attention now. Okay, I think I bought a CD and a shirt already.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember. I don't think I remember the CD that I bought, but I don't think it was the live one. It was the last.
I think it was Keep on Fighting.
Yeah, Keep on Fighting.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling by the end of this year, I'm gonna end up with everything year.
Well, thank you
man.
so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you so much.
So I'll let y'all get yourself, because y'all was working on inventory before we started this interview. All of us was running late. I was asleep, and they was doing inventory. So, but we made it work. So
thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all. Continued success and everything, and I'll keep the Lexington date on my calendar for August for sure.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
Well, y'all enjoy your evening. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and busy summer ahead for you all. And thank y'all for your time. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You have
you.
a good night too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, we're gonna wave
Bye.
bye. All right, yeah.